Hey everyone, welcome back to
5 Minute Eats. All right, guys, we got an interesting item for you today. This is the Jackfruit Company Jack of All Foods BBQ Jackfruit, a sweet and smoky blend of tomato and mesquite. It says that you can toss this in sandwiches, rice bowls, or interestingly enough, pizza. And it says that it is real life chopped jackfruit, and it is jackfruit and seasoning, and that's it. It is a refrigerated item, and then you take it out of the pouch that it comes in. This is the kind of pouch that it comes in. And then you put it in a bowl and you can microwave it.
Now, this is interesting because I believe it was maybe 12 years ago. I don't really remember exactly, but we read an article saying that jackfruit tasted just like pulled pork.
Yes, and I feel like they were very mistaken.
Yeah, so this just blew my mind because when I was a kid growing up in India, we had jackfruit everywhere. And these things are just gigantic fruits, right? They're like big. They're bigger than watermelons. They're really heavy. They got like a spike on them. And they also have like glue, the stems, like inside the veins and stuff. They have glue on it. And the fruit, though, is sweet.
Very sweet.
It's very sweet, yeah. And I was shocked because I was like, pulled pork? And so we were, always thinking about that, thinking this is pretty crazy. Then we came across this, so we're gonna try it. And guys, if you're new to our channel, basically we review everyday grocery items. So before you spend your hard-earned money, let us tell you if it's worth it.
Now it says that you can take your fork and like pull it, like shred it for a more like pulled pork experience kind of thing. So there are some shreds in here, but then there's also like some just like whole bits or whatever. Now, I personally feel like a lot of people are just confusing jackfruit with durian, which durian is a very like stinky, savory kind of fruit. But perhaps there is just an entirely other kind of jackfruit that tastes like pulled pork.
I think this smells like vindaloo. Is that what it smells like?
Yes, it smells like vindaloo. If you'd like to support this channel, the easiest way to do that is using our Amazon links the next time you shop there.
All right, guys, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
So our rating system, thumbs up, we would buy it again. Thumbs down, we would not. So for me, it is a thumbs down. And here's the crazy part. I kind of like this. This is interesting. Before the break, I said this smelled like vindaloo, but the more I had it, this reminded me of mango pickle. And that's what this actually smells like. And this is interesting because it's not bad. It's a little sweet, but it's also got a little,
Barbecue-y?
Yeah, like a barbecue and all that kind of stuff. But there's an issue here, which is kind of frustrating because I was digging it, but there's like a skin or something like that, like a hard skin. It's hard, and so like when you can't just like, I was thinking, well, maybe I can just, because if it's in there, I can just eat it and like, it'll be,
decent?
Yeah, decent. No, it wasn't. So I had to like spit it out. And then I came across it again and again. I was like, this is just too much of a hassle.
Okay. So for me, it is a big thumbs down. Here's the thing. I've read many articles about this because I'm highly confused how everyone thinks that it tastes like pork. But a lot of the things that I keep coming across is that people say that a young jackfruit has like no flavor to it, and that's why whatever sauce you add to it takes on that flavor. Maybe they did not use a young jackfruit because this to me tasted like a sweet jackfruit with barbecue sauce on top of it. It was very odd. It clashed a little bit. I think that the texture is somewhat reminiscent of pulled pork, at least in terms of looks. But once you start like chewing it, it does not have a mouthfeel of pulled pork. So I feel like you wouldn't really fool somebody with it. Now, I do see a lot of people that are like vegan doing things like this. So, I'm sure that if you're vegan, you can overlook all those things and eat this and be perfectly happy with it. But as a meat eater, it's not going to fool me. I feel like the flavor is just too sweet to work with it. So I don't love that. But also, biggest issue is those like hard bits in here because it's almost like they put in chunks that should not be eaten.
Because you know what It feels like plastic.
Yes, exactly. It feels like plastic, and there's like this big chunk right here. This is not the fruit of the jackfruit. This is like part of the kind of like pulp, you know, the stuff that you don't eat. And this is what's in here. So you would not, like if you're cutting up a fresh jackfruit, you wouldn't eat that part of the jackfruit, but somehow they've like thrown that in here as like an edible part.
Now, just so you guys know, if you want to try jackfruit, a lot of Latino, Asian, etc., grocery stores, they sell it canned. So you can buy it canned and have an idea what it tastes like. But this, to sum it up, thumbs down, and if you guys buy from Amazon, use our Amazon link. The reason is when you do that, we get 10 cents, 50 cents, possibly even $1, which means we can continue to review things.
All right, guys, that's the video. If you like what we're doing here, definitely check out our other channel, Food Prep Inc., and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.